can I get for you?
I'll take a cheeseburger and fries and a Caesar salad, please. Dressing on the side. Do you need to write it down?
I fell in love with Trudy the minute I started reading the script, and I wanted to do a movie with that character and the wacky family that she's a part of.
Trudy's a great character, you know, she's an artist, but she comes from this, you know, middle-class family that they just really hard on her. Her family's really hard on her, and her sister's always perfect, and her brother's perfect, and everyone's perfect, and she just can't get it right. And she has to bring someone home for the holidays because she will not disappoint her parents again. So she takes this gun and kidnaps this guy and comes up with a brilliant little plan.
What the hell is that?
It's a gun.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's a gun. It was used to fight the British. Maybe you heard of a little thing called the Indian War of Independence, 1857?
You're kidding, right?
Move it!
They're two people whose paths probably never would have crossed, and they probably never would have had an opportunity to get to know each other had she not kind of made it happen. And then they come to realize that they're a lot alike, and they both long for the same things.
The first day we started filming with Melissa and Mario, we were in the car, and she had kidnapped him, and he was tied up and blindfolded. And even in that precarious position, I could see that there was great chemistry between them, and the sparks were flying, and it really was, I could see that we were going to have a lot of fun with this film.
I just loved the dynamics of the characters. It was fun. I liked the way it was set together. I liked just the craziness of it all, and the familiarity of the family in the face of this ludicrous act.
You start off with all the sort of dysfunction, I guess is the word. Everybody has some sort of neuroses. All of it kind of meshes together in the form of Mario's character watching us and wanting first to get out and then wanting to stay with us.
You look like a reasonable person. Listen to me, man. You may think your sister is normal, but she's not. Believe me, she is a psychopath.
Tell me about it, huh?
I think everyone can relate to this family. Everyone can relate to the holidays and the pressure of family and trying to impress and trying to get it right and trying to have expectations that maybe, you know, it doesn't live up to.
The character of Trudy is sort of the one I think that the mother feels needs the most help because she's a little more lost in her mind. You know, the mom feels like she's not on the right track. And I understand that as a mother myself, but this character really goes a little too far.
Are you trying to ruin Christmas?
She and David, you know, they have this relationship where he, you know, he can't stand her, but he starts to feel for her because of how her family picks on her.
Families all have issues, and they all have some certain level of dysfunction, and that's just family dynamics, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't love them any less, or it doesn't mean that you're weird. It's just the way it is, and I don't care what family you're from, but everybody's got something going on, but that's what makes a family.
It was actually snowing yesterday in this beautiful cabin. Looking outside, it felt like my favorite time of year, and it was gorgeous. And of course now, if it doesn't snow again, we have to make it snow outside to match.
I think a good Christmas script is always lovely. As a matter of fact, I made my debut in Dickens' Christmas Carol, the old MGM movie made in 1938. So I've always had a fondness for Christmas stories.
Who doesn't love Christmas? But one of the great things that I think everybody loves about Christmas is you get to watch these cool Christmas movies like every year and over, and you don't get sick of them, and they all have great messages, and they're kind of timeless. So hopefully Holiday in Handcuffs will be one of those movies that you can watch year after year with your kids.